years, belong against this. A sizzling a tomb with all the windows blocking the outside light. The cracks in the ceiling are like veins in his hands. He's getting old, but he's alive. But he's alive by a hair's breadth. Squeaking by our memories and the dull hum of existence in this life, which is like a cigarette smoked to the filter, leaves nothing but ash and a bitter taste. Yet here he sits, the quiet martyr with the heart still beating under the weight of it all. A perfect defect. Until he found them, the voices in the void, a chorus of ghosts with their chains but kind. Like rain on a parched earth, they seeped into his soul. A little light in the corners where darkness had set up camp. And he, with hands still shaking, offered them what little warmth he had left. A flicker, but it was enough. The hours stretched thin, rubber bands pulled too tight, but they snapped back with everything. Every laugh shared in pixels and keystrokes. He was a man with nothing, but he gave everything. A kind word, a shoulder, a friend to lean on. Squeaking by our memories and the dull hum of existence in this life, which is like a cigarette smoked to the filter, leaves nothing but ash and a bitter taste. Yet here he sits, a quiet martyr with the heart still beating under the weight of it all. A perfect defect. Until he found them, the voices in the void, a chorus of ghosts with their chains but kind. Like rain on a parched earth, they seeped into his soul. A little light in the corners where darkness had set up camp. And he, with hands still shaking, offered them what little warmth he had left. A flicker, but it was enough. The hours stretched thin, rubber bands pulled too tight, but they snapped back with everything. Every laugh shared in pixels and keystrokes. He was a man with nothing, but he gave everything. A kind word, a shoulder, a friend to lean on. A flicker, but it's one. In the mirror, he saw the shadow of a man, but inside something began to stir. Like a beast waking from a long slumber. Not a roar, but a whisper. I'm still here, and the world, though small, started to grow again. A garden of strangers who became more. A lifeline in the darkness between the hours, between the bars. But his soul was the light of its sky. Limitless, free, burning their voices. He found wings in their laughter. He found his strength in the chains. They felt a little lighter. Squeaking by our memories and the dull hum of existence in this life, which is like a cigarette smoked to the filter, leaves nothing but ash and a bitter taste. Yet here he sits, the quiet martyr with the heart still beating under the weight of it all. A perfect defect. He was the sun behind the clouds, hidden but still burning. And when they needed him, he was there. A steady hand, a word to carry them through their storms. He knew what it was to drown, and he wouldn't let them sink. Not if he could help it. 4 years, and the world outside may as well have become too far away as Jupiter. But inside, he built a home, brick by brick, with every friend, every smile. Until the walls felt less like a cage, more like a place to rest in their need. He found his worth, and at last, he found freedom.